Today's our final lesson for the semester, and it is on evaluating algebraic expressions. So there's two things you need to remember when you're doing that. You substitute a given number for the variable or variables. I also will say the words plug in rather than substitute. Given number means that you'll be given that number, okay? And please remember that evaluating means to solve. So we went full circle. We learned a lot about algebra, and now we're solving for algebraic problems. The second step is to use Pemdas to solve. Remember, parentheses, exponents, multiply or divide, whichever comes first, add or subtract, whichever comes first, and in that order. So you'll be given a given number, and usually it'll say something like this. Evaluate for these expressions when x equals 7, y equals 3, and z equals 2. So all I do is I start with the first set of directions, which is plug in your numbers or substitute. Well, x equals 7, and then I just write the rest of it in my problem. I don't try to solve anything yet. Y equals 3, and z equals 2. Now I use Pemdas. Parentheses is first. That's 5. So 7 plus 5 equals 12. That was a simple one. Let's go to a little bit more difficult one. So next I have 2x. So what does 2x mean? A lot of people are having struggles with that. Remember, that's a way to write multiplication. What are different ways to write multiplication? Well, you could say 2x. You could say 2 times x. You could say 2 times x. That's why we don't use the x symbol for times with algebra. And you can say 2 times x. All of these are multiplication. We've talked about that. So we take 2x, so that means 2 times 7 plus y minus z. All right, so here we go. How do I solve? I start with Pemdas, no parentheses, no exponents. There is multiply, so I multiply. One operation at a time. Next, I go, and there's no more multiplication or division, so I go to add, subtract. What comes first? Add. 17 minus 2, and I end up with 15. Let's try another one, a little bit more difficult. So I have 2 with the difference of y2 and z2. All right, so I rewrite 2. Remember, this means multiply, remember? So I'm going to just go ahead and leave that there. I'm going to plug in my numbers. Y would be 3 squared minus 2 squared. Okay, so now I solve. Pemdas, parentheses. Oh, but there's a subtraction sign. So what I do is I start all over within the parentheses. So the first thing I have to do are my exponents. So what is 3 squared? Please don't say 3 times 2 because that's not it. It's 3 times 3. 9 minus 2 times 2. And then I keep everything else. I continue on in the same fashion. I go back to parentheses because I've solved those exponents in parentheses. So what is 5 minus 4? Sorry, 9 minus 4. I got ahead of myself. It's 5. Now, look, I can still write it like that because that means multiply. And I end up with 10. Okay, let's go to this next one. Z squared plus 9 times y minus 3 times x. Okay, did I match up all my numbers properly? Yes. Start with parentheses. Guess what? Even though this is parentheses, there's no operation within, so this is multiplication. So then I move to my exponents. 2 squared is 2 times 2, and I now have, because I've said let's do one operation at a time. So we did this one. Well, now we go on to Pemdas, and it says we did parentheses, exponents. Now it's multiply or divide. Do we have multiplication? Yes, we have 2. So we're going to do both from left to right. I'm going to rewrite 4. 9 times 3 minus 3 times 7. Okay, great. My multiplication's done. There's no more division. So that means I go to add or subtract, whichever comes first. This comes first, so I end up with 31 minus 21 is 10. All right, let's move on to two more. Sorry, we change up our variables and what they are equaling. So I end up with C equals 6, D equals 9. 11 with the difference of D and C, plus 3 with the sum of 6 and 9, C and D. So now I start with my parentheses. I have 2 sets of parentheses. I'll go over here and work it. I rewrite 11 and I put my parentheses. What is 9 minus 6? It's 3. Plus 3 parentheses. What is 6 plus 9? 15. I end up with 33 plus 45, which equals 78. Okay, so this one's a funny one. Looks like a fraction, so I have a numerator and a denominator. So what I do is I solve first for the top, then I'll work on the bottom, and then I'll solve it as a fraction. So let's plug in our numbers. 2 times the sum of 8 and 2, which equals 2 times 10. Whoops, I got to put that multiplication sign in. And then which equals 20. So that was the top. Now the bottom, oh, it's just J. So it's 2, it's 2, and it's 2. Remember, this is a division problem. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And there's your answers.